Are you the type of person that jumps to conclusions? Your resolution may need to be to stop doing that. But if your partner can't get a word in edgewise to effectively communicate their point to you, you need to resolve to shut up.
So I made the move, I bumped her but I played it cool. DJ dropped Beyonce, I asked her who she catered to. She said I'm single, boo, I just hope you single too. But I ain't tripping, I'm just out having a drink or two.
I know that it's almost Christmas Day, but we are also approaching a time of year when we become more reflective and critical of ourselves. We begin taking inventory of everything that we have to show for the current year and set expectations for the next year. Whatever changes we desire to make usually take the form of what we call New Year's resolutions. Only thing is, these resolutions have a reputation of being short-lived. It's an unfortunate reality that our New Year's resolutions tend to not make it to the end of January. By the time we start looking for our W-2s or remember to stop writing the last year on stuff, we've forgotten about that gym membership we promised to start using, or we've already abandoned the 52-week savings challenge. If you're not an extremely focused or disciplined person, resolutions are where our dreams go to die. Okay, that was a bit extreme, but they definitely go there to hibernate until we resolve to do it all over again next year. It's an honorable mention award for effort. Resolutions are it's the thought that counts when it comes to making moves. So what do? Because we need resolutions. We need goals that we can strive for. And we need that mental reset and the clean slate that we often associate with the new calendar year. Oddly enough, the answer is the very notion that I'm critiquing. Our resolutions need resolutions. What I'm suggesting is nothing new. You may have heard of SMART goals or other systems of breaking our goals into manageable parts, hopefully making them easier to achieve. It's pretty common knowledge and hopefully common sense. But even after knowing this, resolutions still don't seem to be as effective, at least for me. That's when I concluded that my resolutions needed resolutions. And the steps toward that are not your cliche methods of organization like purchasing a planner or getting a giant calendar for your wall or desk or writing different tasks in different colors. Nope. The first step is honesty. And you can't purchase any supplies for that. Honesty is major because it helps us realize a few things. First, why do you even set New Year's resolutions? Do you only do it because you've always heard other people do it? If so, do you put any real thought into it besides simply following a trend? If there is no basis for setting resolutions, then you won't set meaningful resolutions. And the fact that we tend to do it for show, more so than for actual improvement, is likely why they're often short-lived. Think about it. When you have come to terms that you need to make a real change, it sends you into a kind of overdrive. Nothing can stop you, not even hardships or obstacles. You develop a type of resilience to overcome things that would have normally hindered you. And that's usually the result of brutal honesty by way of some form of realization. We can resolve to work out more, but it's usually when you see yourself in a picture or some unflattering way that forces you into the gym. And at that moment, it doesn't matter if it's January or July. The real resolution happened at the moment when you could no longer make excuses for your situation. And that's some real honesty for your Honesty for me came when I realized that I had been falling short in the same area for years. I have always wanted to be more punctual. And when I find myself late to the point that I had to reprimand myself, I think, weren't you supposed to be working on this? Every year, you say you're gonna be better at this, and every year, you're not. In fact, I had just gotten better at justifying why I didn't have to be punctual. You know they're not gonna start on time, or when I am early, everybody else is late. And that brings me to my next point. Find areas of improvement that have value to you. If you truly value something, you'll find it within yourself to do whatever needs to be done to achieve it. If being punctual is important to me, it shouldn't matter who else is late or what time something starts. If getting a good seat and having first dibs on refreshments is important to me, I'll learn to be on time for stuff. So every year, I resolve to be on time. I make a mental note around the end of December or early January and try to remember that I'm supposed to be doing it. and I usually don't remember until I'm late for something again. So I've set this broad resolution of being punctual. But resolutions to that resolution would allow me to achieve small victories in pursuit of my overarching goal. If I really wanted to be more punctual, my resolutions for that could be to check the forecast regularly and plan my outfits ahead of time. I could even plan outfit changes ahead of time to account for sudden changes in the weather. If it's going to be cooler, I lay out a sweater. If there's unexpected rain, I can put my umbrella or raincoat in an easily accessible place because I tend to have to look for these things and I lose valuable time. And because I know these things about myself, my resolutions have been altered so that I can't allow these things to be an excuse anymore. Oh, I was late because I didn't expect the rain, so I had to change my outfit last minute, and then I couldn't find my umbrella when it was time to leave. Besides just setting the resolutions this time, I have laid out actionable steps that I can follow, hold myself accountable for, and watch become habitual. Don't forget to do the same thing for your love life or relationships. Be honest with yourself. Are you the type of person that jumps to conclusions? Your resolution may need to be to stop doing that. But beyond that, maybe you should resolve to take a few seconds longer to respond to a situation. That slight pause might allow you to rationalize the situation better, especially if the conclusions you jump to tend to be wrong. So you may also need to resolve to start asking clarifying questions. But if your partner can't get a word in edgewise to effectively communicate their point to you, you need to resolve to shut up. So let's recap. The resolution is to stop jumping to conclusions. That resolutions are to take a few seconds longer to respond to a situation, to ask clarifying questions, and to shut up and let the other person communicate with you. Got it? Good. You may even want to reconsider how you keep resolutions at the forefront of your mind. For me, my resolutions live in my head, and that space can get filled up with a million other things over the course of a day, let alone weeks and months at a time. Some people write their resolutions down, but vision boards have emerged as an awesome way of setting the tone for a period of time. I personally think the term vision is more productive, and the trend of vision boards seems to be far more useful and tangible than resolutions. I've seen people accomplish things that were on their vision board for the year, and they mentioned how the tool helped keep the goal visible and relevant. Seeing it rather than thinking it, as we often do resolutions, seems to help bring goals to fruition. Whatever approach you choose, whether it's resolutions or vision boards or both, the ultimate goal is to evolve. And evolving can be as big or small of a change as you see fit. All that matters is that you are better for you first, because that's the only way that you can be any better for anyone or anything else. So for next year, and every year, and every day in fact, resolve to evolve.
I just want you right now. Nothing else matters right now. Can I get you by yourself somehow and show you how I really get down? I just want to